you! Yes, you! Are you bored of collecting manga? Are you looking for a way to have fun while collecting and reading manga? Well, listen up and listen well, because today I'm going to be showing you guys how to have fun collecting manga. Now, I know it seems like kind of a stupid thing to talk about, but a lot of people are looking for a way to have more fun collecting manga. You know, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut of, like, you know, just being bored and just thinking you're just not having fun with the hobby anymore. Well, today I got some tips for you guys to kind of rejuvenate your love for manga and just to have more fun. I definitely need to take away some things from this video, considering my burnout with manga recently. Not only is it because of money, but I've indulged in other hobbies as of recently, and I've been wanting to reinvigorate my love for manga. So yes, today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks to have more fun, while it being not necessarily about specifically collecting and buying manga, but more about, you know, manga as a genre, I guess you could say, or as a hobby. How to have more fun when it comes to, you know, you actually wanting to buy and or at least like collect manga. But before I start this video, according to YouTube, only 28% of you guys that watch these videos are subscribed. So if you like this video and you would like to see more, please just scroll down and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd very much appreciate it. You know, sometimes you may think you're subscribed and you may not be. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, I'd very much appreciate a little subscribe. We're close to 1,000, so I'd like to get there in the future. And just your one sub could be one sub closer to 1,000. Thank you very much. All right, so the first tip I have for you guys is not necessarily about manga, but to kind of entice yourself to read the manga on your shelf, is to decorate your manga collection and make it look inviting, make it look fun, make it look like you want to, I guess, go and grab a volume and start reading it. Me personally, I'm still to this day kind of messing around with my collection, trying to find a way for it to look good, and I kind of got there in the way of my double stacking, but I want it to be more about me and more about my personality. I want my collection to show about who I am as a person. And you know, I have a bunch of figures, I have a bunch of Gundam. I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of integrate that into my collection. So, you know, really sitting there looking at your collection and just moving things around, reorganizing, you know, every couple months to make it look new and fresh and fun. You know, I need to do that because there's a bunch of holes in my manga collection now because I've sold a bunch of series. But not only is it physical, like you want to, you know, physically reorganize, but there are more fun ways to kind of reorganize. There's a app that I use that a good friend of mine made. If you guys want a whole tutorial on how to, you know, make said app and how to get it, it's super easy. Just go check out my other video. It'll be up here. It's super simple. It's super customizable. It's so fun. It's definitely a nice way to be like, oh, okay, I need to collect more of that. Oh, okay, I need to collect more of that. You know what I mean? It kind of just lets you think as you're putting in the series. It's like, do I really want this? You know, oh, I don't really like this manga anymore. I'm just going to put it up for sale. Someone else could have it so that they, you know, can enjoy it more than I did. And kind of fleshing out your collection while keeping it more condensed. A lot of people go with numbers, you know, thousands, you know, they have a whole library of manga. You don't need that. Manga should be about you as a person, and the series you own should be how you express yourself as a manga collector. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I want this manga because it has big numbers, it's easy. You know, it's not always about that. It's more about, I guess, more about the journey than the destination, I guess you could say. You know, yes, you do want thousands of volumes, but you know, it's like, for me, oh, I want to hit 1,000, you know, subscribers on YouTube. I can't just sit there and that's all I think about. I have to enjoy the process. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. Enjoy the process of collecting and reaching your goals. It's completely okay to set goals. That's what makes the hobby fun and what keeps you interested in the hobby. Like I'm traveling my way to 500 volumes, which is a lot. I'm almost halfway to the definition of a library, which is about 1,000 volumes. But I'm enjoying the process. You know, I want each volume that I add to my collection to be a manga that I actually want to collect, not just a manga to add just to increase the numbers. Something that you shouldn't take for granted, you know, like you spend a lot of money, you don't realize it, but you spend a lot of money on this shit. You spend a lot of money on this hobby, and so you really want each dollar you spend to be special. Going back to the whole decorating thing, you know, you can go all out. You can like completely decorate your bookshelf to look like any sort of theme. Like you can wrap it in like fake plastic leaves, make it look like a jungle, like an overgrown bookshelf. Like I've always thought of that. That stuff's super, super, super cool. Like that's really cool. If you want to do something no one's ever done, create a theme around your shelf. Now it doesn't have to be about your manga, but it can just be about your shelf. You know, if you want kind of like a cyberpunk-ish vibe to your bookshelf, like, you know, make it look all like futuristic, you know, code it in like something to make it look futuristic. I can't really say off the top of my head, but like, you know, just start grabbing shit and saying, oh, you know, that would look cool, and then, you know, just running with the theme you've created. Like I said, if you want an overgrown theme, make it look all busted and cracked and have like leaves growing out of it, and, you know, like overgrown like fake plants, whatever. Like you can have a lot of fun with it, and a lot of people don't understand that's like, oh, bookshelf stuff, okay, it's done. You know, that's kind of boring. You know, that's what I guess is the reason some people have a falling out with manga, is everyone's collection kind of looks the same. Everyone has Billy shelves. Everyone has, you know, double stacks. I'm no different, but I like to do that along with having my own pizzazz to it. My own pizzazz being, I made my manga risers by myself. If you guys want to see how I did it, I made a whole video about it. You can go watch that. It's also up here. And, you know, I built this room. Everything you see in this room I've built and bought for myself, so there's a whole special connection to it. If you just build the shelves and put it up and put your volumes and then kind of forget about it, you know, yeah, I could see why you'd get bored. There's no personal attachments to your collection. Like me, I have one of my favorite hobbies, Legos. I have my Legos on my shelf. I love to look at them because they're so cool. They're such a nice centerpiece. I would love to get some like super tall but fake like plants to put next to my shelves to make it look more green and nice and, you know, colorful, if you know what I mean. And, you know, having a clean manga collection really, you know, like you put in your blood, sweat, and tears to it so you can make yourself happy. And, you know, when you see it, it's like, oh, that looks really nice. You know what? I feel like after doing that, sitting down with a nice volume and reading it, you know, there are certain things that you do that somehow that mess with your brain chemistry that wants you to read. That after you do something, you're like, oh, I want to sit down and read a book, you know, stuff like that. And I think doing shit like that with your collection will help you like kind of enjoy manga collecting more. I guess when you're out on the hunt, searching for specific volumes, not just being like, oh, I'm here just to look, browse, oh, that's a volume, I want it. But writing down like not necessarily new and upcoming manga, but older and probably already finished manga that might be hard to find, might not be, but one that when you find, you just get a massive smile on your face. You know, recently that was me with Slam Dunk. I got the first 4 volumes of Slam Dunk, and I remember walking into my Indigo and just being like, whoa, what the fuck? And I walked out with the first, with volume 3 and 4. Just, it's the little surprises that you have of going out and buying manga that you didn't expect them to have. You know, always have a list at the back of your mind or on your phone, written on a piece of paper, whatever, like anything. You can have anything, but it's always the thrill of the hunt. You know, and if you're kind of sick and tired of going to the same bookstore all the time, go and travel to different bookstores. Now, I don't mean go to like different states or countries for bookstores. Maybe there's one 15-20 minutes away that you've never been to before. You know, take a trip, take a day, have fun. You know, if it's an hour away, go out, have some fun, you know, go out, get something to eat, sit down, have a nice, you know, time for yourself. You know, go for a walk in an area you've never been for a walk before. Buy some manga you'd never buy. You know, it's always like you always connect yourself with, you know, this one place where it's like, I love this place, it has all the manga I need, but you don't realize what you're missing out on until you go out and do it. There's a bookstore that sells, you know, figures and manga and like comics and like Gundams and stuff like that I've never been to just until like a couple months ago. You know, it's been around for a very long time. So when I went the other day, I've seen manga I've never seen in person before that no other Indigo has ever had. Like, I saw volume 2 of Flowers of Evil. If they had volume 1, I absolutely would have bought it. But, you know, manga I've never seen in store before. So checking out like these maybe not big branded bookstores, but like your nice little indie bookstores or your small business bookstores. You know, sometimes they have like some hidden treasures in there that you might have been hunting a long time for. Maybe they have an out of print series that you've been waiting a long time for. And along with small businesses, it doesn't hurt to go check out a Barnes & Nobles you've never been to before. It doesn't hurt to go check out an Indigo you've never been to before. Maybe it's a long ways away, but like I said, enjoy the journey, enjoy the hunt, enjoy the bus ride, enjoy the car ride, enjoy the music, the scenery, everything. Enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Enjoy every little itty bitty bit of the process. I know it might be out of your comfort zone, it might be out of your neighborhood, whatever, but as you grow old, you start to open more avenues. You know, you might get your driver's license, and then you might get a car, or, you know, you start working, you have money, you know, to get a bus ticket to go, or a train ticket to go to a place you've never been before. There's a place in, what's it called, Montreal, that I really want to go to. That's a place specifically for manga. I think it's called Le Otaku Cafe. I believe it's what it's called. My buddy went to Montreal about like a month ago, and he sent me photos. It's the craziest place I've ever seen before. And it's a place I really want to go to. So hopefully in the future, when I have more money, I can get a train ticket to Montreal so I can go see this place, and who knows, I might actually film there if I do ever go. But it's a place I seriously want to go to. Don't be ashamed to be like excited to go somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go here, I might look at some manga. It's like, dude, it's like, yes, I get to go out, I get to look for some manga, I get to enjoy my hobby. You know, people look down on us manga collectors as like nerds and stuff like that, but I'm a nerd. My JoJo posters, my fucking katanas. You think I care? No, and you shouldn't either. If you're in this hobby, that means you obviously love it, and there are a lot of other people that love it as well. So I guess just understand that you're not alone. Don't feel obligated to stop collecting if you genuinely love this hobby. Don't let anyone stop you. Enjoy it to the fullest. You know, 10 years from now, when, you know, if you're old enough, you might have kids, or, you know, an older sibling of yours might have kids. You can show them this hobby and, you know, maybe get them into it. It's like not about always the present, but sometimes about the future as well. And it's always about the past too. You get to, I always love thinking back and just thinking on, you know, when I got my first volume of manga. I still remember it to this day. I still remember it. I swear to God, but that's another day. It was like the best day of my life. And, you know, getting, you know, your first job, getting your first major haul of manga, getting like a huge package full of manga, it's always super exciting. You always unlock more core memories that you never thought you would achieve. But I guess what I'm trying to say in this video is just enjoy the process, enjoy the thrill of the hunt. But yeah, that's gonna do it. If you guys have any other tips you might want to share, please let me know down in the comment section below. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, take care.